All right, we just hit the go live button, so I passed the critical moment. We actually got this going live now. So I wanted to add in, I was like, what is going on in the world? So there's um, a couple of choices we can make. Let's go. And that is not what I want. I want to look at both. There, the go live. Yeah, okay. That's what I want to look at. Okay, so there's a bunch of steps, and we're gonna go. So I'm right there, and I'm live, and that's fine. And these are the videos. Pull this out here. These are gonna be the Oh man. Here's what we're gonna be looking to figure out what we're gonna look at, because this is crazy. Things have gone crazy, and we can just have fun. Wake Up Church, a call to action for the Church of Quebec. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Worship to fill your household with the presence of God. That's kind of fun. That worship music, it really does make you feel closer to the Lord. Baby, adorable babies. Nervous system healing prayer. And Israel is finally at peace, not for long, from Jack Hibbs. Ford says he has no regrets about anti-tariffs. Okay, that's good. Donald Trump realized he made a massive something. Mark Nixon. So you can tell, like, there's always a lean left or lean right, I suppose, or like people have different opinions, and it's like all across. It's like we'd like to think there's a left and a right, but there's not. There's just like everybody has a different position, and they're all looking at this stuff, and it's on the internet, and it's not necessarily real. It's not necessarily real because it's data. But there was some good stuff I thought I might be able to find, but I don't see it here. So it's not there. Maybe it's here. Yeah. So I think we might pick this guy. Wait. Let's go put him over there. Yeah. Let's see. Stop sharing. And then share stream. So, okay, this is the crazy stuff. Ready? This is the crazy stuff. Donald Trump realized he made a massive mistake helping Mark Carney get elected. So let's see. And this guy has a lot of energy. His energy is quite juxtaposed differently than mine. Oh.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Okay, that's weird. I don't know if that Elizabeth May did that, because that's got to be AI.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
So yeah, his energy is crazy. His name is Mark Nixon, and it's going to be entertaining. Let's see what happens.
Oh, this report is going to be wild. From Donald Trump now has regrets. That's right. He regrets helping Mark.
I thought he said rugrats. You know, like sometimes people derogatively call children rugrats because they crawl around on the floor. But he did not say it. He said regrets.
Carney get elected. We could have told Donald Trump.
Okay, it's kind of cool. In the background, this guy has an American flag, but inset over top of the red and white stripes is the Canadian maple leaf, which is the Canadian flag.
It was gonna go bad. And land acknowledgements comes with consequences. Now First Nations wants every single square inch of this country back.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You gonna be giving your land back to
Nope.
them? And Mark Carney landed in Malaysia and promised.
Okay, this thing in Malaysia is crazy. I'm gonna show you something that Trump did, but maybe this guy's gonna show you. This is crazy.
$1.4 trillion in
I don't know. Is this gonna give you a heart attack?
new spending. Where the F is all that money gonna come from?
Oh man, this is crazy. It's flying around on his jet. Oh gosh. It says 002. So Canada must have 2 of these jets for this guy. Oh, we lost him. What? Oh no, there he is. We'll click on that again.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Pylons. It is a hockey team. You have your goalie and all. It can be very frustrating. This is Donald Trump's national economic.
Okay,
Getting a meme or speaking. Carney landed in Malaysia
this
and
is where we are.
promised $1.4 trillion in new spending. Where the F is all that money gonna come from? Windmill juice and the MP that is in my writing that took out Jagmeet
Windmill juice. That's
Singh
amazing.
has shown up. Wei Chang, he wanted to be elected in parliament for the sole purpose to put you in jail for creating a meme or speaking in public. And he shares a bizarre story in parliament. I can't even keep up with the stories in this
You did pretty good. Those are a lot of stories that are going on.
country anymore. You're not going to want to miss this report. Let's go. We get
It's got a pretty sweet little inset there with his logo and the sounds of bass.
could have told Donald Trump that more liberal would be a terrible idea. Like everybody in this country would have been, please, Donald, you got to give your head a shake. Well, all of a sudden, Donald Trump and his team is starting to realize that, we made a massive mistake. This is Donald Trump's National Economic Council Director, Kevin Hasek, and he speaks to reporters. Check this out.
Just very quickly, what it has been so challenging about dealing with Canada in trade negotiations?
I guess the lack of flexibility, and also I would guess that leftover behaviors from like the Trudeau folks that can be very frustrating for people who are negotiating.
So lack of flexibility and leftover habits. What's wrong with Canada?
Did he just say leftovers? We got to hear that again.
Leftover behaviors from like the Trudeau folks that can be very frustrating for people who are negotiating.
It can be very frustrating. It can be upsetting. It could make your whole mind go boom. Because when you're dealing with a liberal, you're dealing with gaslighting.
I wonder how he got his picture over top. That's pretty good, actually. His, just him. Gaslighting.
You're dealing with propaganda. You're dealing with cheating. You're dealing with every single bad thing you could think of. And brain cells, those are imaginary. And who is surprised? Canada elected the same old clowns. This is like having a hockey team. You have your goalie and all the players, and all you did is sub the coach. But the coach, it doesn't matter about the coaching, because if all the players are trash, you can't teach trash how to play. You're going to put them out there and they're going to be pylons. It is a straight up loss. It's official, Canada. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau.
No, I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to hear about this. All right, let's hear about it. Ugh, I don't want to hear about this.
Oh, we're seen in Paris for Katy Perry's 41st birthday. She has officially said that she is going out with Justin Trudeau. Look at the happy couple here. And the internet memes have blown up across Canada, but this one is from the United States. Breaking news, Justin
Oh dear.
Trudeau is officially pregnant with Katy Perry's child. And this couple is actually perfect for each other. Check out Katy Perry and her performance yesterday.
Oh my God. I'm skipping this. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
Oh, yeah. I am Alberta.
Okay, this is about Alberta separation, I assume.
I am Alberta. What a beautiful thing to see. There was something else getting distributed around to the people at the rally. Check this out. An Alberta Prosperity Project flyer. And guess who is on the flyer? I'm right up here, stapled to the top. I am actually blown away that
Oh wow, these are the conservative, like Canadian podcasters. Wow, independent news broadcasters. Wow, that's really good. Wow, news channels and independent news broadcasters. Okay, I don't know.
I made the list with Moose on the Loose, Unacceptable Fringe, RJ Talks, then Mark Nixon, Corey Morgan, The Elevate Podcast, PJ The Belt, Jasmine Lane. Oh, I love Jasmine Lane. Breaks on Things, Redacted. Independent news broadcasters are those who gather the news and bring it to public. And if you do it like me, I try to make it fun.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan and Andrew Scholes mocked Canada's land acknowledgements.
I think it's funny when governments do these things to like enforce care. Like anytime I'm performing in Canada, like if it's on like an indigenous area, they make me do like a
land acknowledgement.
And I
Acknowledge that we are in Mi'kma'ki, the traditional and unceded ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. I also recognize that African Nova Scotians are a distinct people whose histories, legacies, and contributions have enriched that part of Mi'kma'ki known as Nova Scotia for over 400 years.
Land acknowledgement.
And I remember the first time they told me that, I was like, you want me to do what? And they're like, yeah, we want you to let them know that this used to be native land. And I'm like, I remember telling it to like the chief of the tribe. And I'm like, brother, that kind of seems like I'm bragging. Like I'm going up there and be like, yo, this used to be yours, but the boys came in, you know, like, got y'all the fuck out of here. Like,
That's a different way to look at it.
Go and remind everybody what happened before the comedy show.
You know what my favorite part about that is? It's a land acknowledgement, but also saying we're not giving it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We stole it, but it's ours now.
So what do we do? Who are we doing this for?
Sorry. We're going to acknowledge the fact that we're on stolen land. But the thing is, these people that go along with that are all.
I find that really hard to sit and to participate in anything in Canada because of those land acknowledgements. Like going to the theater, I've given up completely because they do that, and it just makes me feel like bad. It makes me feel bad when I hear it. It makes me feel like, I don't know. I guess I should have an American attitude, not a Canadian attitude.
Also the same people that want no borders. And no one's illegal being anywhere. Like Christopher Columbus is the only immigrant they hate.
Yo, there was
It's like, there's no borders.
Like,
you know, no one's illegal.
Hey, listen,
But these people shouldn't have been here.
Hello and welcome. I'd like to start today's land acknowledgement by saying that I really don't know how to deal with this shame and guilt that I've unnecessarily placed upon myself as a progressive. So instead, I'm just going to virtue signal for the next couple of minutes because God knows I'd never give up my land or property or piece of my business to any Indigenous folk. or take any kind of real steps towards reconciliation at all. So I'm just going to gaslight you guys and explain to you how this used to be your land and that it's ours now and that we're still not giving it back, but we still thought it was necessary to rehash all of this for today's grand opening of this new Tim Hortons location that we plowed over a pond to build. Now keep in mind, no Canadian or Indigenous person will be hired at this Tim Hortons location, but we'd still like to thank the First Nations community for allowing us to build it on their land either way. Thank you for thinking that I'm a better and morally superior white person for making this about me and my insecurities as a liberal. So once again, to the Ashto Saga scene people,
This is kind of twisting my brain around because I've been in this soup and not knowing how to deal with it. So I don't know.
thank you for taking it on the chin. Once again, Miggy would like to thank the First Nations community for
Okay, I'm gonna rewind a bit and we're gonna listen to it again, and I'm gonna see if I can sort of let it waft over me and have a sense of respect, honor, and charity toward the reality, the situation that we're in here in Canada.
allowing us to build it on their land either way. Thank you for thinking that I'm a better and morally superior white person for making this about me and my insecurities as a liberal. So once again,
That's confusing. My insecurities as a liberal. It's like a joke you don't get. Yeah, I'm too deep in.
to the Ashto Saga scene people, thank you for taking it on the chin. Once again, Miggy Witchy.
We'll no longer shame ourselves in the daily course of public life. Mr. Speaker, the Land Acknowledgement Prohibition Act declares that this land belongs to all British Columbians without apology.
Okay. Okay, I see. I live in Ontario and we're not reclaiming we're not verbalizing this strong sense of we're doing it our way.
And without surrender. We should end all forms of discrimination between citizens based on race or ancestry.
Thank you, member.
I urge every member of this House to affirm their commitment to the equal rights and equal dignity of every Canadian by supporting this bill.
Member, the question is first reading of the bill. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those who oppose say nay.
Nay. Oh wow, they said no. They said no. Okay.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Isn't that nuts? So in the BC Parliament, the one BC party came and said, let's end this land acknowledgement. We're all equal in this country. What we're doing is it's just well, look, Joe Rogan's even making fun of it.
It's ridiculous.
Makes 0 sense. Doing land acknowledgements day in and day out before police press conferences at every single school, federal building. We do it almost every single day.
It just makes everybody feel bad. I mean, I don't know how Indigenous people feel when they hear that.
Saying, we're so sorry for taking your land. We apologize and we're reconciling by recognizing that we have stolen your land and now it has erupted. Thanks for the reporting from Rebel News, Drea Humphreys, for this report.
It is time that Canada realizes that they are on stolen land. And it's time that Canada gives it back.
Now, you mentioned that it's time for political agendas to end that do nothing. So what type of political agenda do you think we need to see happen now in Canada?
We need to see, it has to happen province to province. It has to happen in a way where the government has to give up things now. They have to give up some lands and just give them back to the First Nations. They have to let go of the control that they imposed upon First Nations.
I don't think it's going to happen.
They have to create space in this country where First Nation people, Métis people, Inuit people will have a base.
That's what the reserves are. We did that. We did that.
Of their own political platforms that are real. It is time that Canada realizes that they are on stolen land. And it's time that Canada gives it back.
So how much land and where would that land be when you say it should be given back?
All of this land.
So the whole country?
The whole country.
So do you anticipate other Canadians to all be on board with that? And if not, what would that look like?
I'm not thinking about other Canadians. I'm thinking about children.
But what about the children who don't have Indigenous heritage?
I'm thinking about our own. This is our land. This is our home. Everybody's just a visitor. But yet somehow, some way, Canadian government policies of assimilation have put my people in a position where they've had less than, where they've always had.
Yeah. Well, it's too bad she feels that way.
Less than.
Less than what?
Those are the things that are going to stop. It's time.
Do you think there's any way we can move forward together? Like government together.
Those are idealistic thoughts. We've been talking like that for 150 years. They don't work anymore. This is our conversation now. The table is with us now. Because now we have something that they've been denying us of, saying that never happened. The real issue is the Canadian government screwed over First Nation people. The Canadian government knew that children were being burned and put in graves in those schools. The Canadian government in the past 150 years, every one of them, I will say forever, have blood on their hands. So I don't apologize for anybody or anything, not anymore. There's no more there's no more niceness, no more diplomacy, no more nice words. That's done now.
Doing land acknowledgements day in and day out has consequences. But imagine this. We gave all the land to the First Nations. How long before Donald Trump showed up at the border with his tanks and just went right over the First Nations? Having us Canadians around might be helpful, might be a deterrent. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Or how long before Russia or China come and take over Canada if it's run by...
That's a good point. That is a good point. That is a good point. Those are good points.
First Nations. Just a thought. We should probably work together. One nation with all people united as one. Donald Trump announced a 10% tariff.
I think that makes sense. A lot of sense. The threat is real and it's big.
Tariff hike on Canada thanks to hostile acts from Doug Ford. He was warned. And Doug Ford's like, yeah, I'll remove it. But on Monday, after I spend $75 million.
Oh, that's what Doug Ford did. He made that ad and he spent $75 million having Reagan say something. I don't know.
On ads during the World Series. You're welcome, Donald Trump. And he turns around and says, here you go, Doug Ford. A 10% tariff for all of Canada because of you. So I wrote on my X account, when the tariff rate reaches 100%, will that be the moment that Liberals finally realize it's their own party that's the problem? Here's a couple of the reactions from MPs on Doug Ford's genius decision.
Get Trump in the ad.
How's Carney's plan working out for us?
About Mr. Trump's actions.
Go Doug Ford! Go Doug Ford!
What do you think of Trump in the ad, Mr. Calkins?
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's a mess. It's a big time mess. So I asked people, who should resign first? Elizabeth May for cheering on Doug Ford or Doug Ford for screwing over Canada? And the majority of the responses was they both need to resign. But somebody said, you should have shown the full scene, Mark. What are you doing?
That's pretty good video editing.
You know, the internet is wild. I actually love the internet because when you're having a tough day, all you have to do is put up a couple pictures and then people turn it into the most epic meme ever. Now that I got you smiling and feeling good.
So he put those pictures up and someone turned it into a meme, and then he put the meme on his channel.
This is a more serious subject. It's called the meme game. Those memes I just showed you, straight to prison. If this guy gets his way, let's check out Wei Chang, my MP in Burnaby.
So in 2022, in August, in Metrotown, in my riding, I was waiting for SkyTrain. So there are transit aid on both of the platform. So I was actually reading one of the signs and it says Douglas College, blah, 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 blah. And one of the guys in front of the transit aid, he was shouting at me like, what are you looking at, Asian? If you want to F word, go to Davis Street. Isn't this part of hate crime here in this country?
What?
We don't know what you're saying.
So CNI is very important.
What? Hey, Asian, go to Davie Street as a hate crime all of a sudden? I don't know what he's talking about. He was on the platform and somebody said, go to Dave. I don't know what he's saying. Okay.
To me personally and to Canada. Isn't this part of hate crime here in this country?
No.
So CNI is very important to me personally and to Canada.
What?
And as Mr. Baber said, you say CNI has a lot of issues. What are the major issues?
What?
What do you do?
It was unfortunate that that happened to me personally. And that's one of the reasons I'm in the house now.
What? He's in the house because somebody told him to go to Davie Street? That's why he's in the house? So he could push C9 on us?
Oh, C9.
You are going straight to jail for telling me to go to Davie Street. What else? You looked at me. My hurt. They want, if you hurt someone's feelings by just looking at them, you said, I heard you say something. Straight to jail. Straight to jail.
What are you looking at, Asian? If you want to F word, go to Davis Street. That was very insulting.
He does look
Hey, it might be insulting to him, and I apologize if he feels bad, but we live in a country where you're allowed to have free speech, and if somebody says something ridiculous, it's on them. They're going to get ridiculed by the crowd, by the people. We don't allow people to say and do whatever they want, but we can't just send people to jail for expressing how they feel because you have sensitive feelings.
All right, we're going to stop it here and we're going to end the stream. And I'm really pleased I don't know if the audio is working, but I'm really pleased. Well, we'll see if I'm pleased when I find out if this worked. Anyway, goodbye for now. End stream. And give me a follow. Could use a comment or two. Ciao, ciao.